What's up, guys? Black and White out here, bringing you an episode of Anime on Blast. Specifically speaking, My Hero Academia, episode 15, or I guess if you want to be that, season 2, episode 2. Now, Whiteout. I guess first questions first. You're falling in love with the opening, or you did fall in love with the opening?
Yeah.
Like,
This is like a repeat of Attack on Titan. Yeah. It just, the more you listen, I guess the more I watch it, the more I like it, really.
okay. Is it the same as season 1? I don't think it is, right?
No, that's a different opening.
So, just second time through watching it, you fall in love with it?
I guess. I mean, that seems to be the pattern here.
Okay. Well, I guess let's jump into the actual meat of this episode, and that being the fact that the sports festival is happening. Now, I know in the previous episode, where we talked about episode 14, you were pretty pumped when it came to this season. And we finally get
Oh yeah.
to the start of the sports festival. Explain in your own words what the sports festival is for those who may not know.
So the UA Sports Festival is almost like the Olympic Games of high school, pretty much. You got all these different classes. I originally only thought there was A class and B class, and like all the other divisions, like the support division and the
Business
um,
or something like that.
yeah, I think it's just this, yeah, like yeah, like the people who make the gear for the heroes. I thought they were all part of the class B, but as it turns out, there's what I think they went all the way from
Yeah,
A to
there
F,
might have been even a few more.
and right now yeah. We've only been following A class and or class A, which is like the top tier heroes, hero class. And I'm interested for a couple reasons because, as you know, I love tournament arcs, and this is definitely a tournament arc. Granted, we don't get the fighting until the end, but as of right now, we're starting with the race, and this race is definitely not like a normal race. Obviously, if you can tell from the first
Yeah, it had just
start of it.
robots trying to kill the
So
students.
yeah, there's other stuff too, but yeah, just man, just gets me so pumped and excited to see this, and I can't wait for them to animate these two people. I can't wait to see their fight scene. So I'm just, dude, the hype level is through the roof.
um, yeah. Um, like you said, we started this episode off, or the sports tournament or festival, with a race, specifically an obstacle race. The obstacles being, well, for one, these robots that are pretty impressive. Um,
So yeah, I don't know if you caught it, but these robots were the robots that Deku broke his
yeah,
arm and both of his legs
yeah, the
on.
ones that are worth 0 points.
Okay.
And
Yep.
I guess we'll start there since we're already talking about the obstacle, and we have Todoroki obviously starting off with a gigantic lead. He freezes everyone pretty much, uh, and but but there are a few of the heroes who are able to use their powers to avoid being frozen and move fast. Uh, Now, I have a question for you. Are we gonna see?
Okay.
Because obviously, powers have usually they have like a straightforward use, right? Like if you have heat vision, you normally use that to destroy things and heat things up. Now, during this obstacle race, are we gonna see them use their powers in different ways, like abstract ways?
Uh, yeah. So, explain so I could
Well, just
try not
like
to spoil anything.
like are they gonna use their powers? Are they gonna use their powers to like I don't know, like like the laser beam dude who shoots it out of his belly button or whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You
like
want like
he,
to
he
propel him forward?
obviously he has his like it can destroy things, but he used it once to propel himself backwards really fast. Is that going to happen?
So, yeah, we'll definitely see that. Like we've seen a lot of it just to start. Like we've seen him able
Yeah,
to throw
and
down
like
his
bounce.
balls, and then because his
Yeah,
balls
and
doesn't
he
stick to
bounced.
him.
He's almost like a trampoline,
Yeah.
kind of.
Yep. And then you had Kachan uses explosions to
Yeah.
fly, uh, you know, to jump up and fly a little bit. And yeah, so we will definitely see people use their brains. There's somebody in particular that will use their brain. Yeah, yeah. Just that's all I'll say. Just that's what I like about this is because it's not just like a race to see who could run the fastest. It's like you have to keep you have to keep this in mind. Class A right now, they're the biggest, like they're the class with all the spotlight on them, right? So everyone in the entire school knows their powers, but Class A, obviously they've been basking in all the sunlight and glory. They know nothing of any of the other classes. So you have to think of that advantage and disadvantage, and along with like each and everyone in Class A, they're also trying to aim for the top. So like um, some people like Kachan and the girl who can create stuff from her skin. I forgot her name. She has big boobs. The one that Minas is
Oh
always
yeah.
trying to touch and look at. Um, she knew right away. Like she said when she used her pole to like propel herself, that she knew right away that that Todoroki was gonna try to do that. So it's like they know each other well enough to kind of fight each other, and it's something that you'll see and you'll just absolutely love
Okay,
during this
that's
tournament.
getting me even more excited for sure. Um, so that was really we just got that little glimpse of the race. That was the last like 4 ish minutes, 3 minutes. Um, now let's go from there all the way to the beginning, where Class A and Class B meet, or not just Class B, but Class A meets pretty much everyone in the school who's a first year.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, there's two characters that stood out. Um, their names, I have no idea right now. Do you know their names?
Yeah, I do not. There's the guy with like the weird eyes, and then you have the guy with or you had like the guy with purple hair with the weird eyes, and then you had like guy with who is like
Oh,
really loud and stuff in the
yeah.
back.
Well,
Are
the
those
weird
two you're talking about?
eyes. His name is Tetsu or something like that. It's sort of his first name is his last name. So you have him. And then the other
Okay.
student is I think this is him. Is Hitoshi Shinsu? Uh, Obviously, I'm looking at pictures that are from the manga, so it might not exactly translate to on screen, but I'm pretty sure that's him. Um, those two characters, stood out obviously because they kind of issued a challenge, So class A, they're like, bring it, especially the weird eyes guy. I'm just gonna call him Tetsu because wait, oh, it's Tetsu. That's what his name,
That
Tetsu
works.
Tetsu. Tetsu. Um, Tetsu, he he reminds me of um what's it Kachan in that like
Really?
he almost like that cocky attitude kind of. Like I feel that those two have very similar traits in my eyes, but we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, but so what do you think about Kachan? So that's something that we should uh, bring up. So Kachan usually just yells and screams and tells
Mm-hmm.
people to die and stuff, right? Whereas this time he was like more like just like what you said, like the Tetsu guy. He was more confident, where he was just like, I'm gonna be number one." And then he didn't yell. He didn't. That's all he said, and then left. Why do you think he's so
Hukachan?
confident now?
I don't think he's confident
Do you?
whatsoever.
Yeah. I,
I think he's shaken
oh,
to his
okay.
boots. I think he's scared that he won't get first. So he's trying to focus on trying to get first, which in turn hinders him even more almost. See what I'm saying? So that's where
Okay.
I think that's going at least.
So so there are three parts to this tournament now. Who do you think
The
is going
race?
to win the race?
I still think
Yeah.
it's Todoroki. Just because like
Todoroki.
his
Okay.
yeah,
That's
he
fair.
has
He has a huge
he
lead.
started off great and his powers just they're incredible for the most part. I mean, he froze those things and destroyed them instantly.
With one, yeah, instantly.
Yeah,
It was like flash
and
freeze, pretty much.
I mean, and he can use that to slow down his competitors. And then, like you said while we were watching, like we've only seen that one side of like his ice side. We haven't seen his fire side. So can you only imagine like how powerful that is? I mean, because when you think what's more powerful, ice or fire,
Now,
everyone's going to say fire. So
so this is a question I want to ask you now. So, why do you think we haven't seen his fire side yet? Do you think it's just like so powerful to where it's like he doesn't need it or
I
what?
think he just like can't control it. I mean, look, he has a scar
Okay,
above his
okay.
eye. What do you think that's from? You know?
Dude, I could not wait for you to. Man, I'm see this. I love My Hero Academia, and just like I told you when we were watching it, Todoroki is my boy. I love that dude. He's amazing, and we're gonna focus on him a lot in
This
this tournament. And I'm so stoked. So I, that's all I'm gonna say, and I can't wait for you to just
yeah,
experience
yeah.
this with me.
Um, I I think it's gonna be him. If I had to say like a second place, ooh, that's tough. If I had to say like if it wasn't Todoroki who wins, I would have to go with just from the vibe I'm getting. I would think it's the guy who was getting carried, Hitachi, uh, the purple haired dude. I think he was.
Wait. Oh,
Um,
okay.
just because uh, we kind of talked about this before, but I mean, just think he maybe his quirk is so amazing that everyone's following him, and like you saw like in the show, he was getting carried by four other students. like like it's either his quirk's really good or he's just really good at manipulating people. And both of those,
That's another guy. Just
yeah,
can't wait
both
for
of
you
those,
to
like,
see.
both of those traits are really good in this type of race, I feel. Um,
Okay,
yeah, so
okay.
they all met and all that. And then, really, the next thing is them entering the arena, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, it's the arena when Kachan declares he's
Yeah,
gonna
and
come out on
that's when
top.
we're introduced to all the other classes, Class A through probably F ish, maybe a few more, but uh, you know, and Deku is kind of he's nervous, that's for sure. Uh, I mean, All Might
Yeah,
said, this is your time to shine. Show him who you are, show him that you've arrived. And I'm still hesitant. I don't think he's gonna be able. I don't think he's gonna do it. I think he's gonna stumble. I really do.
yeah. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait next week
Yeah.
to find out.
Is there anything else you really want to talk about? Because this episode it went by super fast.
Yeah, I mean, there's just so much, or like it was. I agree. It it flew right by, but I really can't. I can't say any more than I've already said. So
Yeah.
until
So
next time,
if
really.
you haven't, go check out some of our other videos. Go check out episode 14 that we did last week. Um, Comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Show us some love, but beyond that, there's nothing else. So this is Blackout and Whiteout signing out.